Well, good evening, good afternoon, good morning. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the moment or the victory moment with CK. I see you. I see you, Miss W. Welcome in, everyone. Those that to the show, I thank you as you join my broadcast this evening, and this morning, this evening, this afternoon, no matter when you're going to actually see it. I'm thankful for your support. Thank you for your love and support and just connecting to me. And I am excited once again to be here with you and connect with you. And today we have an interesting, I call it an interesting topic or subject or chat today. And my chat today is stop thinking it has to be perfect. So, welcome once again to the victory moment with CK. I am CK. I am your travel specialist, CEO, and owner of KM Travels. I help you to see new adventures and so much more. I am, again, the CEO and owner of KM Travels. I am the host of this show on Roku and Fire. I always get that kind of tangled up. On Fire TV. It's called Fire TV. And I'm just excited to be here. And I'm going to share some things before I get into the chat today. I want to talk about what we will call our survive and thrive, our she didn't know I was gonna mention this, but the what we will call the CBO summit. These are things that I connect with yearly, and let me tell you, the connections have been amazing. You get a lot of information, and you also get some amazing people that just know what they're doing, and you get connected with them. So today, I'm going to get into what I am going to share, and I'm going to share back again what I was talking about. And both of them are going to come on, and we're going to talk more about these summits and they're virtual and how you could connect with them even more. So listen, let's talk about it does not have stop thinking it has to be perfect. And as I was thinking about it, a lot of times we have this mindset of certain things having to be a certain way in order for us to proceed, in order for us to go into success and all of those things. But let me share some things with you today, and then as always, release you to your evening, because I really appreciate those that take time to come out and just even the replay and just check it out later. you know um First of all, one of the main things I want to talk about is focus on the positive. When it comes to stop, what we will call stop, stop thinking it has to be perfect. Stop, you know, focus on the positive. Everything is not always going to just work out the way you planned it. And I think I shared this before. I had a big celebration, and certain things was happening, and I kind of was like, oh, what's going on? I made sure of this, I made sure of that. And, quick story. And when you do that, you tend to say, well, why didn't it work out the way that you planned it? Why didn't it work out the way that you expected it? But one of the things I realized is that it had to work out that way for me to see what was really, for how it was supposed to really be, and who was supposed to really be there, who was supposed to really connect, and all of those things. So don't be alarmed because it's not perfect. Don't be alarmed, because the funny thing is, and let me talk about this, is that you are the only person that actually know the imperfection unless you tell someone. The mistake unless you tell someone. The error unless you tell someone. You're the only person that really knows what the error is or the mistake. I need you to think about that. Number two, stop putting that pressure on yourself of perfection. But that doesn't mean excellence is not in order. There's a difference in perfection and excellence. Excellence is doing things to the best of your ability to get the best result. It's not it is not perfection saying everything is going to be perfect. But excellence is doing to the best of your ability, and excellence is necessary to see and get the best. But it's not talking about perfection. And I'm sharing this because I know, listen, I'm guilty of struggling with that. When it comes, if I could be a little transparent, that perfection, oh my God. If it doesn't work out and you planned it a particular way, if it doesn't work out, lower the pressure on you. Lower the pressure on you. Lower the pressure on you. And stop stressing yourself over things that you have no control. We talk about this all the time. And the final thing I want to say is, allow yourself to make mistakes. Hello. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay not to get it right all the time. Lower the pressure you put on yourself because it did not work out, because you made a mistake. But when you focus on the negative, that's what you see. But when you focus on the positive, I see you. Hello. Welcome in. You focus on the positive. Welcome. And these are the three main things I want to talk about. It's okay to make a mistake. It's okay. But one of the things you cannot do is allow the negativity to overwhelm you because you made a mistake. It's okay for it not to be perfect. And I want to stress that today. It's okay for it not to be perfect. Because what happens is you put too much stress on yourself for things you have no control over. And if anything I would leave with you today is stop stressing yourself over things you have no control over. And I want to say this, you have no control over how someone does what they do, how someone responds, actions people do. But one thing you have control over is how you respond, how you handle the situation, how you share and care. Because everything, and I'm getting ready to close out, is not going to be perfect. We got a message, and I'm sitting here late last night. It was last night. And when I got the message about this monkeypox, I said, are you kidding me? When we got this alert and message about, New York going into whatever emergency, and I'm sitting here and I'm saying, are you serious right now? We're trying to still deal with, COVID. And here we are now dealing with something else. But one of the things, again, I'll say this and then I'm about to close. And thank you, Miss White. Thank you, PT. Thank you, those that have joined me live. Stop thinking everything has to be perfect. Realize that you've got to focus on the positive. Realize you've got to allow yourself to make mistakes. And if you make mistakes, like our brother Danny McClurkin says, we fall down, but we get up. God reminds us that in our weakness, He is made. His perfection and His strength is shown. So we will never. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. For those of you don't understand it or know, we'll never be perfect. It is what it is. As I'm closing out, but most importantly, take the pressure off of yourself. It's just not going to be perfect. There are things that are going to work out and it's awesome. But there are things that may be delayed. There are things that just will not work out because it wasn't meant to be. Because there are other things involved. And we have to look at the positive. That all things, and as I close out, are working together for good. All things. Not just some things, all things. As we release it to God and give all of it to Him. I know it's not that easy sometimes. But he reminds us to trust Him when we can't trace Him. And our ways and our thoughts are not God's ways and God's thoughts. And I'm going to slip this in there as I leave. Again, stop thinking everything has to be perfect. It's so funny. in the perfections. There's so many great things that come out because we allow God. Because guess what happens? We realize that we don't have control. And that's what happens. So, listen, I'm excited. And this is part of me talking about, is God real to you? And moving forward in a world of uncertainty, not stressing yourself, allowing you to make mistakes, and not worried that somebody's going to say, well, they don't, they don't know what they're doing. It's okay. But most importantly, don't put any stress on yourself. Stop putting this stress on yourself to be perfect. Just keep allowing God. Keep responding correctly to circumstances by not letting the circumstance overwhelm you, but you taking control of the circumstance. And what you have no control over, let it go. And let it work itself out as you find a way in all the circumstances in being positive and not negative because it didn't work out the way you expected. I am CK. This is the Victory Moment with CK. And I thank you for joining me, author, speaker, CEO and owner of KM Travels. And there's so much upcoming things. I'm trying to maneuver and get everything out to you. But one of the things I want to highlight, again, I need you to join me. I'll be a speaker on what we will call the Survive and Thrive, 6th annual Survive and Thrive. And we're talking about wellness. We're talking about that, not just surviving and thriving, but your wellness, your wholeness. And I'm bringing on a special guest on Wednesday as we share more about it. And then we have something leading into it called Recover and Rebuild. How many know that's what when we're in that mode right now? And I had to start highlighting the CBO Summit. You Christian business owners need to connect. I'm going to put the links there for it. And let's keep moving forward, growing and moving forward. There's so many things. So many things. Great things ahead. As I keep everyone in prayer, thank you for keeping me in prayer and keeping me uplifted as I share these motivation. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is God real to you? And God being real to you is part of you not stressing, part of you not giving up, part of you keep going because you're trusting God. So you can purchase my first solo book, Is God Real to You? It's time to lean in and find and get more and connect more in your relationship. It's not about religion, relationship. So blessings and love to everybody. I thank y'all for taking time one more time. Those that are going to watch on Roku, those that are going to watch on Fire TV. Thank you. And there's some upcoming other things, and I'm so excited as I put the information one more time, as I try to keep putting it for you to go and connect with the network so that you can watch it on Roku and so forth, and get and see the flow of what's going on. So I end off with this, and I'm gonna say it again because I must end off with this. Stop thinking everything has to be perfect. Don't put that stress on you. It's okay to make a mistake. And it's okay to keep going. Even in the midst of it all. And I say this one more thing, and I'm gone. Keep standing up, standing out, and standing strong. You got this. So have a victorious Monday and rest of your week. As I see you on Wednesday, as we keep going forward. Love, hugs, and blessings.